of the Erie Zoo joins us now with this week's feature creature, and today we have Pip the Chinchilla.
The chinchilla, yeah. She's a real sweetie.
Oh, that fur.
Yeah.
First of all, the fur is like 5 feet deep.
Yep.
It's so thick. I'm exaggerating.
But it's not really. To give you some perspective, humans have 1 hair per follicle.
Okay.
So if you were to count yours, you could see 1 per every follicle. Chinchillas can have upwards of 20.
Oh.
So their fur is 20 times thicker than ours.
Yeah.
That being said, they don't really like water because there's no blow dryers from where
It would take forever.
forever. So,
to get that hair in line.
Like every 5-year-old boy, their preference is to bathe in dust, in
Yeah.
dirt.
Okay.
So that's what they do. We have special chinchilla dust, and they jump into a little container and
that's how they clean up?
That's how they clean themselves.
So where do they originate, and why is the thick fur so necessary for them?
They're from kind of the foothills of the Andes, so it's a real high elevation in South America, and it's cold there, very cold there. So that's why it's like llamas and alpacas also have that really dense wool.
Right.
And so it's needed from their natural habitat. They are extinct in the wild, unfortunately. They are common in the pet trade and obviously
The fur trade.
as well. Yeah.
The other thing I noticed are the whiskers. They're very long.
Much like a rabbit or other types of rodents, it's really a primary sensory organ for them. They use those to detect things around them, and so when they're feeding in underbrush or whatever, that's something that they'll use. And you can see those ears are huge as well.
Yes, they are.
That's kind of a primary sense for them. They can hear things that obviously we can't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Pip has a friend at the zoo.
We actually have 2 others, and they just recently came to us about a month ago. Our friends at the Anna shelter worked with us to get them, Ember and Ash, and they just today came out of quarantine, but they're bonded, and they're still just kind of really learning how to be an ambassador animal like Pip.
So were they local pets?
I'm not really sure where they came from.
Yeah, but, interesting.
We work with Ruth on a lot of different projects. She's a great friend of the zoo, and we've helped them, and she's helped us.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So now, if you're working on Pip being an ambassador animal, is this something that you would see at the zoo or not?
No, he takes part in programs around the zoo. So we'll have animal care folks that will have her out and about, or education staff will use them. Will take part in schools. They can go into school programs. Now, because it's a mammal, currently, whenever we're around mammals, we have to wear masks.
Right.
So
right.
In the coming weeks, I won't have to wear masks.
Coming up. Now, will they be vaccinated?
Yes, they have been. They've all been vaccinated. Some of the smaller rodents, things like ferrets in particular, are very vulnerable to COVID. So that's where we're a little more cautious with mammals than we are with other animals.
Yeah. Well, he is adorable, and I just want to squeeze him, but I can't because we're playing it safe.
They do make a little kind of noise.
Yeah, he's been very calm. You said you couldn't bring 2 because they get a little rambunctious together. Anything going on this weekend at the zoo?
It's our last weekend for the training carousel in a normal setting. In a couple of weeks, we'll have Zubu starting. So that's when we'll have the Zubu train ride. So it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So it's a great weekend to come out. And because of the warmth, particularly in the evening, some of the animals are going to be out longer than they normally would be.
Okay, terrific. So go visit the Erie Zoo this weekend. Take advantage of this gorgeous weather. Scott, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thanks for bringing Pip in today. We're going to head over to the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Check in now with Howard.